Da 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 da, panic button. Da da da, panic button. Everything's going. I just have to execute.
Execute, yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Panic Button podcast. I'm Jessie.
I'm Nina.
She's the ethereal voice today. We are going to be going through a couple of videos she required for us. The first one is the twins, the Hodge twins. They're going to be watching a interaction with a homeless man.
Dude, popped up in the chair. Why are you flipping me off, bro?
Why are you taking my picture, bro?
Because there should be housing for you.
I don't want housing.
Then, so what do you want? Just to sit here then?
Yeah. It's my country, ain't it?
Yeah, but this isn't sanitary. We all live here.
It's not unsanitary.
What gives you more right than me?
How is it unsanitary?
Look! What do you mean? You should want better for yourself.
I like it like this. I like the fresh air.
No, I got you, but we all have to... What if somebody's handicapped and they need to get by? They can't.
They got 36 inches.
Somebody on a mobile bike can't get through here.
They got 36 inches.
So your freedom's more important than somebody else's.
36 fucking inches.
No, see, this is the problem. You think you're more important than somebody else.
I wanted to sit here and talk to the homeless guy and hold up traffic. Maybe somebody's got to go to the hospital.
You see that? You see how that guy just expects? He just thinks that he is more important than everybody else. This is the sense of entitlement.
These are the 4 points that definitely made my ears perk, okay? Mm-hmm. When the guy said, I don't want housing. The homeless man. The guy in the car calling it unsanitary. You should want better for yourself was another line he threw out there. Him also saying, your freedom's more important than someone else's.
Says the entitled guy who's in a car, who probably has a place to stay and to live. And he's talking smack to the homeless guy who's just sitting there. He's not causing a ruckus. He's just chilling. Some people, that's where they're comfortable. They want to be homeless, you know? I mean, for you and me, that might be hard to believe, but for a lot of homeless people, I'm sure that they
had homes at one point, right?
They're homeless, but their way of life is comfortable for them. You know what I mean? Familiar, yeah.
Familiarity with the situation at hand.
Yeah.
Really
so I can understand why they don't, want anything more for themselves. But they shouldn't have to deal with some asshole driving by, telling him how to live his damn life. That's pretty fucking rude.
You've heard people talk about homeless people, and it's never with such a irate tone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was very aggressive. It's one thing to be like, hey, man, don't you think you should want better for yourself in a conversational setting? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be like, well, what would change this for you? What could you do? Or what would make you feel fulfilled in life? Is this what you want out of life? A conversation, not degrading this poor man. You don't know what led him to be homeless. You don't know where he's at in his life. So a conversation's one thing, but to just sit there and be like, well, you should want housing. Don't you think this is unsanitary? Why don't you want better for yourself? Your freedom's more important than anyone else's freedom? I don't think that's what he was saying with what was going on. Do you think that had anything to do with his freedom being more important than other people's?
I think this fella in a car decided to make a TikTok, and he was going to get the homeless guy on his side. And I'm sure that when he was talking to this homeless guy, he assumed that the homeless guy would be like, yeah, I deserve better. The state's shit and the government doesn't take care of us. But instead, the homeless guy threw him for a loop and gave him the opposite answer. So now the guy in the car is like, oh, shit. Now I don't have anyone to protect because the homeless guy doesn't want me to protect him. Okay, so what about a handicapped person coming in a scooter? Scooter coming in handicapped. Man, you can hear him trying to switch shit up. His intention coming in with that homeless guy.
Here's my indication from the conversation they had, right? He's done this before. The guy in the car has pulled up to this man and said shit like this before. Right? Why else would you look at this car and be like, stop recording me. Get the fuck out. I told you this before. I'm fine. You know you're good. You're content with your life. And then some motherfucker comes up and is like, you should be miserable.
You should be bitching. You deserve better.
I feel like this
How
guy.
dare you not want better?
Right, I feel
What's
like-
wrong with you?
I feel like this guy has pulled up on him before, and he's like familiar with what he's trying to do here. And post more and more TikToks about this stupid attempt to make a man not homeless by degrading him.